Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're brand new. I'm very happy that you decided to join me today for another speed build, and today is a very special one because finally I'm using the brand new items from the brand new game pack for The Sims 4, which is called Dream Home Decorator, and as the name suggests is focusing a lot on interior design, and as a builder is like my dream pack. I was so excited when I saw the trailer, and I'm even more excited now that I have all of the amazing items and I cannot wait to experiment with them a bit more. But for today we are building a Scandinavian family home. Granted, I built one like a couple of weeks ago, so I hope this doesn't come as too much repetitive, but yeah, I just felt like it was right to build a Scandinavian home because all of the items are inspired by Scandinavian interior design, and Scandinavian interior design and architecture in general is absolutely my favorite to build and actually also to decorate. I think my dream home would be focusing on Scandinavian architecture. So yeah, I'm very pleased with all of the items we got, and we got a ton of them. And they're all so beautiful. It almost looks like a CC creator made this pack, which is odd because usually, you know, EA furniture and items all look a bit chunky and cartoony, and it's not the style I want to achieve because I always try to build something realistic, and I feel like these items work perfectly, even though I have a couple of complaints, but I'll get to them a bit later in this video. Because now let's talk about the positive things about this pack, because amongst all of the items we got, which are a ton, we also got 2 new kitchen sets. So not 1 but 2, which is absurd and mind-blowing by itself because usually we barely get a new kitchen set, so it's amazing to get 2, and they're both so perfect because they're all modern and sleek as I like them, even though I would have loved to have a kitchen set with a wooden countertop, given that we have only 2 in-game. One is more industrial and comes with base game, and the other one is from the country kitchen set and is a bit more weathered down and old-fashioned, which is not exactly my style. But yeah, I guess I will continue to use my beloved base game counters and I will cover them with gallery art. That's all I can do for now, but nonetheless these 2 kitchen sets are amazing. Obviously I'm using just one in this house because there is only 1 kitchen. But other than the kitchens, which are very exciting, we also got an amazing new feature, which is sectional couches. I've been wanting them since forever practically, and I kind of wish we got this feature in base game itself, but unfortunately for now at least it's restricted to this pack. But they're really easy to use. They practically work like kitchen counters. So you have the little gear icon that you can click on and you can select different parts of the couch, which is really nice because this gives so much customization. And talking about customization, we also got modular furniture and we got so many new items that actually snap. It's really useful because when you want to move, for example, a TV unit that you created yourself, you don't need to move every objects by themselves practically, but you can move them all as one giant piece, which is very handy. But at the same time I find it a bit tricky because while it allows for a lot of customization and it saves a lot of time whether you want to move them, you cannot replace them, not even with the Move Objects cheat and not even by holding Alt on your keyboard, because they will just snap to each other and so you cannot replace them, if I can say it this way. And I find it a bit annoying. I had to use the tool mod to move them freely. I wish we could turn off this feature, or anyway that there was a key on your keyboard that you could press to avoid them to snap onto each other. But yeah, that's just such a minor thing, and yeah, let's not go there. But let's talk a bit about this house because finally I built another family home, and I kind of had to because with this new pack we got so many new beds, and amongst them we got 4 new bunk beds. and so I absolutely had to create a kids room and to use the brand new bank beds. They are all so pretty. I particularly like the one I'm using actually. It's so nice, and I think I'm going to overuse this bed in all of my builds practically, except from my base game only ones. And the other nice thing we got are a ton of desks, and in particular one desk that I'm using in this build, which is like, it screams IKEA from all over. I absolutely love it. It's just another item that I see myself using so many times. The other complaint I have about this spec though are the swatches, because my initial idea was to use light wooden tones and grey, but there are two issues actually. The grey swatches we have with the spec all pair with a darker wood tone, and I didn't want to use a darker wood tone, and the lighter wood tone we have either pairs with yellow fabrics or with pink fabrics, and I wanted to go with white, so it just didn't work. It couldn't work. I couldn't do like a full-on pink house. I hate pink. It's not my favorite color at all, so I had to use, for example, in the living room, a different wood tone which is more orangey, but I think it worked nonetheless. Hopefully it won't bother you too much. It's one of those moments I wish we could just select two different colors for fabrics in general. I guess also on beds it would be so nice to be able to choose the color both of the bedding, for example, and of the skeleton of the bed, but that's not a thing we have, unfortunately. I hope in the future they are going to consider adding something like this, but for now we do what we can with the items we have. As always in this build I'm using the tool mod by Twisted Maxi. If you don't know what the tool mod is obviously a mod that allows to rotate things, scale them up and down, and elevate them or lower them into the ground. It's really useful, and I always have a download link in the description of every single one of my videos if you'd like to grab it as well. And the nice thing about the tool mod is that if you download this build you don't need the tool mod, because all of the items I've rotated or whatever I did with them will stay as you see them, and same goes with CC Free Gallery art that obviously I've used in this build as well. They are basically paintings painted by reference by Sims, and you can grab them from the gallery, but if you download this house they will all be there, and you can see the names of the artists on your screen if you want to grab the same art I've used. I'm also really curious to know whether you bought the pack or you plan on buying it, if you like the idea, if you actually played with the career, because that's something I would like to do, but unfortunately I don't have much free time, and all of my free time is spent either with my family or building, and yeah, the rest of the time I just go to university and study, so I don't have much time to play, and for me actually building is playing. But whenever I will have a bit of time, for sure I will try and play the interior designer career, because I think it's so much fun. I'm so glad we got something like that in game. I didn't feel the need to actually play the game since the longest time, because all of the old packs, they didn't speak to me, let's say, and I just needed something I truly enjoy to actually play the game. And interior design is something I absolutely love, and if I wasn't studying veterinary, probably I would have chosen interior design or architecture, which actually was one of my choices, but eventually, yeah, I changed my mind and went with veterinary, which actually at the end of this video, and the tour is approaching. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You would help me so much. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all next week with a brand new speed build. Bye! If you like the idea, if you... Yellow. Come si dice? Posso dire cosa posso dire? Non so cosa dire.